Well, hello. This is Sean. What's going on? Am I recording? Okay. I'm going to. You guys are going to watch me crease edges on a model. Won't that be fun? Gotta wait for this thing to load up some. Okay, here we go. Textures are showing up. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's pick something here. Oh, my mic is in the way of my keyboard. This is going to be interesting. So this is the Discovery model I've had forever, for like 6 years. I haven't worked on this thing in 6 years. Well, that's all going to change. I need to get rid of some stuff. Get rid of, oh no, I can't see. I'm in the way. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. What else? Okay, so it's missing the back end. Today I modeled the back end. Took some doing. It's not finished. It's not nearly finished. The back end, believe it or not, the back end takes longer to model than more than half of what I have here. It just does. Let's bring it in, shall we? Import. What did I call the thing? Back one, I think. I got back one, back two, back three, and then I go back to back one. So I always have like 3 versions of a model. Turn off the auto position, turn off the auto scale, convert everything into a 3D mesh. Hope for the best. And that looks hideous. What was I thinking? I'm going to start over from scratch. Yuck. This is how Carrara imports meshes that it doesn't really understand the lingo. It doesn't know what normals are, that kind of thing. I mean, these are going to be what? Not normal normals, but normals. Vertex normals. But I'm going to fix it. Like this main one right here. I'll fix it right now. Let's see. Let's bring it in here. Select all the stuff. Where are you? Try again. I thought I did that. Did I do shift? No, control A. Shift A, control A. There we go. What does shift A do? Anything? Oh, I see. I was in the wrong thing. I had the wrong cursor. What was that? What was that cursor? The camera? It's been forever since I've used this. What does shift A do? Shift A. Shift A. Oh, this is the UV mapping stuff, I guess. All right. Operators are standing by. Okay, control A, select everything, blah, blah, blah. And then, we go to model, we go to crease edges, which is what this video is about. And I want to say 40. Any angle above 40, we crush it. Let's take a look at things. How's it looking? I see some red. This didn't get creased and this didn't get creased. Okay, so we're going to crank it up. Where'd it go? Model, crease. Make it 30. Anything above 30 gets crushed. So how's that look? Yeah, that looks good. This one's not gonna get messed with because it's a planar edge. Not sure I have one. Not sure why I have one of those, but I do. Okay, so let's get out of this and get me back into the viewer. Okay, so that's done. Let's do this one. What was the deal with this one? Don't do that. This is the shielding. It tries its best to protect the astronauts from all the freaking radiation that's in the back end of the ship. And it's got this little what do they call it? This part here, I want to say, is the shock absorber. So the guys aren't being bounced around every time they hit the thruster button. I guess we're going to, I want every other thing to be creased. No, I'm joking. This might be an easy one to do. Crease, we'll just do the default 50, see what happens. Did it work? Okay, it didn't crease this one here, so let me crank it up a little bit. Actually, we're going down. When I say crank up, cranking down. Did that do anything? No. Is this one even a doable? I may have to do this one by hand. Okay, that time it got it. Okay, so it got, you can see the yellow part here. It got some of this, but it didn't get the rest of them. So I'm not sure. Is that good? Is that a good thing? I could do this by hand, I suppose. I just want to make sure it's not creasing lines I don't want creased. How did I end up upside down? Okay. I want to be careful that I don't. I'm just selecting the line, not what's in the crevasse. Okay, so I just want that part, that part, that part. But you know what? Don't I also want? No, I don't want these things. I don't want these lines here. I just want this line here. Because think about it, this is only like, this crevice I'm in is only, what, 4 millimeters across? This model's not to scale, I can already tell you. Okay, that looks fine. Let's crease those. So here I can just say crease edges and all the selected ones, right? Donk. So they should be yellow color. So now they're blue. Whoop, where'd you go? Oh, that's right. I can't rotate this thing if I don't have anything selected. So all the yellow lines are creased and all the red lines are not creased. Right? That's good enough for now. Get back into the view. Okay, so now we got our beautiful shield. This was all done by hand, by the way. Or not by hand, but when I model by eyeball. I don't use precision metrics and measurements and exact figurines. I eyeball it. Like that circle, this circle right here, that's eyeballed. I don't even know if that's a perfect round circle or not. It looks round to me. I just drew a circle and hoped for the best. Then stretched out the ends here into an oval kind of thing. An ipsiloid, ellipse, or whatever they call those things. Same with the back here. Just make circles, random circles, and hopefully the right sizes and lengths will work. Again, this whole back engine, these are not how the engines look in the movie. We don't know how they look in the movie because we never saw them in the movie. But there's 3 different engines. If you go on the internet and you look for images from model makers, you'll see 3 different kinds of engines. And I like these. These are cool. A bit long. They're a bit longer than what I'm guessing the real one used. But from this angle, I like to see the engines. But in the movie, from this angle, you don't see the engine. Or if you do see the engine, you see like that much of it behind the ship. But I like to see that much behind the ship because I'm an engine person. I like engines. I like thrusters, rockets, that kind of thing. I'm trying not to rant too much in this video, but I can't help myself. Okay, crease. Will this work as default? Oh, it does. Yay. Okay. 50 is the magic number for those. Let's do this one. And yeah, I know there's shortcuts to all this, but I use the menus because, 5 years can go by since, using an application like this, and I don't remember shortcuts after 5 years, so I don't bother learning shortcuts. Why am I in a hurry? I'm not in a hurry. It took me for 5 years. I've done nothing on this model. Why? Or 6 years? No, for 6 years I've done nothing on this model. Why would all of a sudden I have to hurry up and finish it now in 3 keystrokes? No, I don't need to. I'll take my sweet time. Took me 6 years to get to clicking on this menu item right here. Boom. I have a model that's taken me longer to build than this one. Believe it or not. It's the Dewey model from Silent Running. Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Dewey was the blue one that gets, he learns how to take care of the forest. I started that model in 2005. And I stopped in 2006. So that model is 10 plus the 5 plus the. So that's 15 years that model's been waiting to get worked on some more. It's just that I lose interest sometimes when I'm modeling because I get interested in another model and I start working on that model, and then I don't feel like going back to an old model because it's just tedious making all the meticulous little parts and armatures and motors and gears. And one day I'll probably do a video showing what I have so far of Dewey. I mean, it's all in my head. It's all the methodologies for polygonal modeling, all that sub-D modeling, all of it's in my head. I just have to sit down and do the chore of modeling it. Hey, how's this one going to be? This one's kind of tricky. It's got some soft edge. It's got some hard edge. Let's see what happens here. What's the default do? Ooh, did the default work? No. So I still see this was modeled by eyeball, so there's no scientific spacing going on here. These lines here are spaced just from me spacing them myself. I know it's crazy, but I'm faster at modeling by hand than using some built-in primitive thing. I end up having to remodel the thing anyway because primitives have triangles in them, and I don't want triangles in my models. Notice how I have squares. It's all cubes, not cubes, but the faces are all four-sided, pretty much. So I want, like this red line here, I need this red line to be yellow. So what I'll do is increase. Oh, I hope it can work with 40. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so now it's yellow here. Now I gotta double check that I didn't increase stuff I don't want increased. Like these red lines here, these red lines here, I don't want. Did I just move it? Am I moving this thing? Tell me I'm not moving that. I am moving it. Okay. I don't want to be moving it. Okay, let's go back. Crease again, 40. Like I said, I haven't used this program forever, and I don't know all the weird things it can do. I'm just in here to crease. I don't use Carrara for modeling at all. I use Hexagon for modeling. It is a, what do they call it? It's the opposite of a beast. It is something to behold. It is a beauty to behold. Hexagon is. At least the version I use. Okay, so this looks good. And I did 40 on that, so let's do 40 on the next one. Yeah, Carrara is crap when it comes to modeling because it's using the old 80s style of modeling, which no one uses anymore. If you ever saw the movie no, not Toy Story. There was a movie that Pixar did back in the early 90s, late 80s called Tin Soldier, Tin Man, Tin Toy. It was called Tin Toy. Nothing but cylinders and pyramids and cubes for that movie. But that's how they modeled back then. No one knew. No one knew. Like in Logan's Run, they got that hand, that big giant hand in the mall with the mirror, silvery mirror looking hand that rotates, and it's got the thing in the palm. They didn't know how to make those things in the computer world. They made a computerized hand, a 3D hand on the screen, and it looked pretty hokey. Now, of course, everyone knows how to model a hand in 3D. Everyone. People are born with such knowledge now. It's crazy. 2-year-olds with an iPhone doing 3D printing. They can't even talk. These are people that can't even talk yet, and they're doing 3D printing of their own artificial limbs and Iron Man outfits and helmets and crap. As long as their parents are buying the plastic, they can make anything they want that they have on their phone. Isn't that weird? Okay, what was the number I used? I think it was 40, right? Man, this video is long ass. I thought I'll do like a 3-minute long video. But you're getting the Shonner treatment where I get to yammer on about nonsensical things. Model, crease edges. Look, see, notice what I'm doing? The pattern? I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. I use what? I want to say I used what? 10% of this program? This Carrara, I use 10% of it. Because guess what? Hexagon can't crease edges. So that's why I'm in here. That's why we're all in here. Now this is kind of a tricky one. This is all made up. This piece is not in the movie, but the rule of the rule of cool is why it's here. I thought I'd make up a piece based on someone else's made up model piece in real life. Now I want to say 30 because I need to get inside of here. That looks like it's going to be a trick. Was it a trick? Did that actually work? Because I don't want this red line. I don't want that red line. I want the inside to be yellow. Oh, this is not. Is that supposed to be yellow? No. Oh, I still got to put the stupid thruster rocket things back here. Oh. I had one job. One job. And I failed. So yeah, am I the only one in the whole let's say the Earth has 8 billion people. Just for example. It doesn't, but what if it did? And I'm one person on the planet Earth with a YouTube channel. And I'm modeling a Discovery 1 ship from the movie 2001. I'm the only person doing this. Now watch. As soon as I upload this video, I'm going to look at my subscriptions and they'll say there's 10 live streams of people modeling their Discovery 1 ships from 2001. I'll be like, bastards. That's usually how it goes. So just by me saying it, it's going to happen. This will become a trend, and every day you'll see a new video on YouTube, someone modeling their 2001 Discovery 1 rocket ship on its way to Jupiter and then Saturn. If you read the book, if you saw the movie, it made it as far as Jupiter at least. Now, why does this one look different than the first one I did? Why? Let's find out. Maybe it's just an illusion. What does A do again? I always forget. I want to make sure I'm not messing up my model. Okay, it looks the same. It's got this weird... I never noticed this before. It's got this... I modeled this, and I'm just now noticing it, that it's got this weird... whatchamacallit here. Is that how it's supposed to be? That doesn't look very aerodynamic there. Why is all this... As if this thing goes through air. Okay, is the third one like that too? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's like a little stair step going on there. Weird. Now, what was the magic number I used? 30? Make sure they're all 30 and not 40, 50, 30, 40, 50, 30. Up, 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 up. It's doing this. It's got some... Maybe 30 is not a good enough number. Because now it's creasing here. I don't want creases here, do I? Do I? I don't want creases there. Be gone. Be gone, crease. Gee, now I got to do this for 3 other models? Oh, that's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. I want that, and I want... I don't want... How do I do this? No! I don't want that. Oh, yay, yay, yay. How do I don't want that. Is there a way to turn that off? Aye. See, this is what happens. The modeler in Carrara sucks. Now I've got this workspace in the way. So I want that line and I want this line. I don't want this space though. I just want the... Is there like a line? I'm gonna have to read the book. I just don't want... Oh, I know. We'll do this and I'll go here and I say smooth and I say all. But that's going to take forever and a day. Oh, where'd it go? Get back over here. See, now I got this stupid thing right there in the way. How about if I turn it off and then go back in? Nope. I seem to be stuck with it. How annoying is that? Anyway. Good enough for now. Dun, 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 dun. Like I said, I'm the only one who's modeling a 2001 Space Odyssey model. On YouTube, people are showing off their plastic models like crazy, but where are the CG people? What happened to the CG people? What's the other thing I need to do still? I need to, there's little couplers I need to put in here. I need to put little divots and camera angles and things and stuff like that. Little exterior cameras, I need to put those here. On the back, of course, this smooth flat surface here, all these surfaces, they need to be greebleized. Lots of greebling. I have to put in stuff, and also in here. That's gonna be a while. And on the back side, I got to put greebles, and then I got to put the stupid, not the stupid, but the useful thrusters have to go back here. Then she'll be done. I'm not doing the interior. I mean, there is some interior here, but I'm not doing the full on, merry-go-round inside there. No, I'm not doing that. Or Ferris wheel, whatever it's called. I'm not doing it. Yet. Maybe in the far future, I'll do it. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. That was fun. That was entertaining for a bit. Talk to you later.